Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land on this Friday evening? Hope everybody's set, fine and dandy. Not doing too awful bad, guys, here in old Kentucky. It's about 9 o'clock and I'm just sitting here relaxing. Got through the work week and ready to get some rest. I had to turn this lantern on. I've got that kind of fluid that you burn the ward off mosquitoes. For some reason, and I don't know why, because it's pretty chilly out, but mosquitoes are horrible here. The last 3 days, it's like a swarm. And they're those little black ones with little white dots, and they are eating us up here. So, guys, been working on the windmill a little bit more. Getting ready to wire it up. I still got a couple of things to do. I got the pole set and it's up here. I've got the tail. I still got a file. I'm gonna take a file and smooth all the edges off the tail and paint that red. Maybe red, white, and blue. I didn't really plan that, but kind of worked out that way. I'll probably paint this red too. But I've got to put a little stop here where it'll go 360 and stop. That way the wire won't get all twisted up. Still got that. I just dropped this down in this pipe. I was trying to figure something out, but this seems to work pretty good. There's a bee's nest in there right now. I need to get out to make it smoother, but it just plops down there. This is pretty much my my testing. I want to see how well it works or whatever. It don't gotta be perfect. Just to see if it's going to work, and if it does, I think I'm going to go bigger. I'm going to make a little bit bigger one and put it probably about, I like to have it about 20 foot in the air. But for right now, this is just a test. But guys, tonight we're going to tinker around. Let's make a video just pretty much of nothing. So we got a radio. It's a little radio. We're going to see if we can get fixed. It came out of old Power Wheels, and I went and do yards on the side, and I was doing one yesterday, and next door they had a Power Wheel sitting at the garbage, and I knocked on the door and talked to the guy and the fella, and he said it about caught on fire on him. The charging port, I mean, you should have seen it. I got pictures here, I'll show you all, but it about caught on fire. And if any of you guys have kids and they have one of this, maybe look here at these pictures. And it's a little bit dangerous because the power supply is right underneath their butt. It's underneath the seat. So I'll show you pictures right here where that battery is. It's crazy, ain't it? And he said he walked outside and he smelled something burning, and he thought it was next door neighbors, and well, couldn't find out. He came back out and the smell was horrible. I mean, it was even worse, and he found it because it was so strong. His nose went right to it. But I gutted it and I just recycled it. I threw all the plastic away. But I thought we'd just go through the parts here, guys. I got a battery. He just bought a brand new battery for it. He just bought this battery just not even a year ago, and it never hardly got used. So that was what I was after, because I needed another battery for this windmill. So I'll see if I can get this thing, keep it charged with it. You know, it's just kind of going to be like a little bit experiment. And but yeah, I got that, and also I got a couple more DC motors. And that's another thing I was wanting to do, guys, in this video. We'll test those and see how many volts come out of those. It was odd because in this Power Wheels, even the steering wheel had a little DC motor. I never saw that before. I remember when I worked at the not dairy, I worked there too, but up at the bakery, we had a bunch of old, I worked at Flowers Bakery. That's my first job. When I was a kid, about 16, I think I worked there until I was 18. But anyway, they had a bunch of old bread trays, and they sent them all from Bluefield, West Virginia. They sent everything because we had a pretty big warehouse, so we had a whole bunch of them, like thousands. And one day, these people bought them, and I asked the boss man what in the world they was going to do with them old, nasty bread trays, and he said, they're going to make Power Wheels. So, that was pretty cool. That's when everything was made in the USA. That was back in 92? No, 91. So, yeah, if you have one of them Power Wheels from 91, then probably the plastic came from those bread trays. But, yeah, that battery, I hope that windmill will work. It's been not a lot of work, but you know, just getting the parts, getting the pieces here and there, and everything's so high. Just the wire alone cost me $30. It's just crazy, the prices of stuff, guys. They got to put a cap on it sometime or another, because I mean, it's getting where you can do a little project without breaking the bank. You know, this is, like I said, it's pretty much an experiment, and just want to sit here and have a little fun, you know. And heck, I think after I'm going to be done with this, I'm going to be in it to like $50. I mean, come on, it's crazy. The PVC pipe, just one piece of plastic here was $5 for I think it was a two foot section. And thank goodness I had the plywood, and I had all the hardware. I had all the nuts and bolts and stuff. So if I didn't have that, that would probably be another $10. It's just crazy. All right, enough of me griping. Let's go in, guys, and let's look at these parts from that old Power Wheels. I'll put a couple more pictures of it where I recycled today on my downtime at work. All right, guys. This is kind of odd. This Power Wheels did not have a fuse. I took all the wiring out, and I did not see one fuse. We may find it when we go through it, but I mean, I took the whole thing. And what's crazy, none of these wires are burnt, but you can still smell that horrible electric smell, that burnt electric. So I'm not even, when we get finished this video, I'm putting this outside. But I took the whole wiring harness out. And this here, guys, it actually had a little tiny radio in it. And this kid, well, that's been pretty rough on stuff, because check that USB out. Let me turn that light on. I don't know what he did to that thing, but, and he also had a headphone jack broke off in here. But yeah, I had this itty bitty little radio, so we'll see if that works. There's a little speaker to it, and it just had a bunch of these speakers, had a bunch of these switches. Here's go ahead, back, so I guess forward and backwards. And I don't know why they put go ahead and back. Go ahead, and back. That's how they worded it. It's odd. That's the radio part. And then I don't know, this might have been the fuse. I don't think so. This came off the power supply. Maybe we could put it on that little tester thing, and it'll tell us what it is. It's a 10 amp. It may be a fuse. It's a weird looking fuse if it is. And then it came with these little LED lights. I went ahead and took them too. We'll see if those work. Just everything just plug and play. Some extra wire. I'm always needing wire, and this is a pretty good wire, pretty thick. The price of wire anymore, if you have any, I would save it, guys. I'd put it in a basket or put it in a box somewhere, because it is expensive. Here's the little gas pedal, but it could work as a switch. I think you just have to put somehow this must have been grounded to the, I don't know, it's only got one prong, so I don't know exactly how this works. And got some, this was the back suspension, the springs, pretty stiff springs. Sometimes a good spring comes in handy. Here's the other lot. And here's high speed and low speed switch. I don't know, maybe one day I might need that. I don't know. Put it in my bucket of parts. Here's a on and off switch. I know I'll probably use that. I use them all the time. Quite a bit of stuff in here. Just more wires. And here's where I wanted, guys. I wanted these DC motors. I thought they'd be bigger, but we'll have to get them out of here and we'll see how many volts they put off. This wasn't very old. I say if the guy wanted to, he probably could have bought that power supply and put it in there, and this would have been just fine. Here's another switch, on and off switch. I mean, it was loaded. A couple little metal plates. Here's one of the hubs to the rear end. It just goes in like that, locks. That goes in the axle. It locks in. But yeah, we have. Let's see. I think they're all the same. Let's see. No, this was on the steering wheel, guys. They actually had this motor on the steering wheel. I don't know. I don't know if it made it easier, if it made it power steering or what. I know the one that my daughter and my son had when they was kids, it didn't have a motor on the front, on the steering. So that must be something new. That must be something new. We can hook it up, see what it does. I guess it just makes it easier to turn. I don't know. We'll check it out. And here's the other motor. So, that's all the parts. And just a couple little clips. Always needing those. Put those away in my little filing cabinet here. And these plates. Alright. When you tinker, you need this type of stuff. I'm telling you. You get doing things and making stuff and you're like, you know, if I would have kept that piece, it would have worked. So, let's take... I guess all this will hook up straight to a 12 volt. Because I didn't see... Now the power supply, it did have some big diodes on it. But all this run on a 12 volt system. So I don't think it had anything... I think the radio and everything should be 12 volts. So if not, we'll probably see that little thing smoke too. Because I'm putting 12 volts to it. Here's another... Oh, we already looked at that one. Alright. So, we probably can just clip, we'll just clip these wires here. We'll take this off. And we'll clip this. Let's see, that's the blues, usually the remote wire. I think we may be able to bend them pins back. We may get that working. I don't know. I don't know if we will or not. We can try. Let's see, the blue wire is here. So, like I said, guys, I hope everybody had a great Friday. Let's see here, guys. I gotta get this up here. I got this little... There we go. That's off. And then... I want as much wire as I can get here on this. There we go. That's enough. Alright, there's the little radio. There's the radio, so we'll give that a try here in a minute. If it works, it might be something, a project we could maybe put that in one day. Who knows? Who knows? And that's just a bunch of wiring in it here. We don't need to test any of that stuff. That stuff don't look no fun. That's the box. I'm going to try this out first, guys. Let me put you guys on Sky Vision. Alrighty. Alright, guys. Let's try this out. set this little thing over here. Get this out of the way. Let's see here. I'm just going to clip this off because I don't got nothing to hook to that. I think my lantern out there is working. I haven't got bit for a while. That's always good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is straight 12 volts. So it's, I don't need these little clips. I don't have anything I can hook them to, so I'm just going to take it right to the bottom of it and throw it away. Get these strippers. Alright. That's good thick wire. Good thick wire they used. Alright. No, I tested the battery and it was good. So let's see here. Here's the ground. Check it right there. Okay, let's see what this does, guys. What popped off the ground. I don't understand if you would, does it go the other way when you turn? I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know why this would be in. I don't know why that would be in the steering. Oh, this ain't it. Never mind. Sorry, guys. This is one of the... Oh, okay. This is one of the motors for the back wheels. Sorry about that, guys. This is the what was in the steering. Let's see what it does. So I wonder which one is ground. Blue? Is blue? I don't understand. Now, if we switch them, does it go the other way, you think? Bet you it does. Yep. It works either way. Power steering on a power wheels. That's crazy, guys. Crazy. Alrighty. Let us see here. Let's go ahead and test this. We might as well. That way we'll know if the motors are good, won't we? There's some burnt. Oh, that stuff stinks. That's burnt plastic. Ugh. I don't think there's much worse smells than that. Alright. Put our ground on here. My, you hear that pop? That one's broke. Did y'all hear that? That does not sound good, does it? That's got a bad motor. This should not be popping like that. Yeah, that should not be popping like that. I don't think it's the motor. I think it's the plastic. So let's take one of these apart. And let's see what's in here. Pop out of there. Oh, there's more on this side. Well, just a bunch of gears, which, hey, gears come in handy. Let's turn it on and see what it does. See if we can see where that popping noise is coming from. Oh, it's got a broke tooth. It's got a broke tooth right there on that gear cog. Sure does. Nice and greasy. Need a paper towel. Take off. Yeah, that gear's broke. That one, that might be able to be used someday on something. Looks like there's two Phillips holding the motor in, guys. Should be coming out. There's our motor. We don't need that no more. There's our motor. It's a lot bigger. Well, not a lot bigger than the other one we had, but well, it's got the shield. So let's see if we can spin this and see how many boats we get, guys. I'm gonna throw that away. Get the voltmeter here. Now the one that we made the windmill out of is, I think it was 3.7 volts. What we got out of it at full speed. Alright. See if I can spin it. I don't know if I can even spin it or not. Can't hold on to it. We gotta find a way to, maybe if I wrap tape around it, or if I can get, is this the one? Yeah, if I can get this on my drill somehow. How can I get it on my drill though? Hey, I know. Maybe we can stick this in the hole. Maybe. Or find one that will. Give me a sec, guys. Let me rig something up here. Alright, guys. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we can do it. See if we can spin this motor. I don't know. It's not stable enough. I can't hold it stable enough. It wants to go around it. It seems like I'm not getting. Yeah. Oh yeah. It came off. I got up to about 6 volts there. Alright. That's difficult. But yeah, I got it up to 6 volts, so those are pretty strong. That's cool. We got us another motor for maybe another windmill one day. Alrighty. Well now guys, let us, what do we want to check next? Let's check these lights. See if these lights work. Alright. Let's see if these LED lights work. And I don't know if this needs a resistor or whatever. I don't know if 12 volts will be too much for them or not. There's some good heat shrink. I don't know if that stuff melts. I think it would. I think it would. So yeah, some good heat shrink on that. There's a lot of it too. So I mean, it was worth stopping and picking it up. I had to, like I said, I recycled. I got rid of all the plastic, and I've got it broke down where it don't take no room. I couldn't store a whole Power Wheels here and just get to it when I could. You know, I had to get it done if I was going to do it. Because I had that problem before. I would just collect stuff and I just leave it set and I wouldn't go ahead and recycle it. And it starts looking bad. Especially if you're living around people, you know what I mean? So I try to keep all my stuff all nice and tidy so nobody complains. Let's see, I got it. Let's see, I need to ground it. Let's put the ground on here. And let's see if it works or blows. What do you think? Think it'll blow when I hit the 12 volts? Or do you think it'll come on? It was a little Jeep. Let's see. Is it going to blow? Nope. Man, it's not that bright. I thought it'd be brighter than that for some reason. Maybe this battery's weak. I don't know. I don't think my kids had working headlights either. Like I said, this thing was loaded. Alright, the lights work. That might be cute on a project. Or maybe one of the grandkids, they might do a project and need some lights. So I'll put it in my box, label lights. So that's cool. And I think that's all we've got. Oh, I was wanting to check to see what that one thing was, guys, real quick. Let's see if I could. All right, guys. Yeah, I was wanting to test this, guys. To find out what this is. Maybe this little thing will tell us. Like I said, it didn't have a fuse on the Power Wheels, which I find very odd. And if it had a fuse, that power supply may have just, you know, kicked off or something, and it wouldn't have done what it did. So I don't know. It looks like it's got 2 power wires going into it, so it may be the fuse. And of course my lead came out. For some reason it ain't wanting to work for me. Come on, get in there. Oh. Alright, let's see if it tests it. That's a resistor. 0.76 ohms. It's a weird looking resistor. Try it one more time here. Testing. Resistor. Now it's saying 5.32 ohms. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I still really don't know what it is. Don't seem like it's, I don't know. Maybe it is a resistor. I don't know. Alright, let's try. Let's get ready, guys, and see if we can, if that radio is going to work. Alright, guys. Last thing we're going to do is check the radio. And let's see if this little radio works. So what we got here? I say, usually, like I was saying earlier, the blue wire is usually a remote wire, memory wire, which I don't know why this would have memory. So here's the power wires. And this also has 2 power and a ground. So I don't know. We'll hook these 2 up first and see what it does. We may have to hook the other 2 power wires up too. I don't know. Other ground and power. Let's see. You gotta be kidding me. Can you guys see that? Oops. It is 12:15. I don't know what keeps going up there. Let's see. It's got preset. Seriously? Let's hook the speaker up. Is that? It says FM. There we go. That's crazy, guys.
Adrian Tevis and Ray Reynolds at the helm. Eric Claus is writing that it was a legal activity in all these places, and a lot of people did it. But clearly, at some point, it became a different part of your life, and that's kind of what I wanted. Yeah. When did it get different? When did it become a problem? Or in the 80s.
How you change it?
Out of control. Got associated with the wrong people, and just started, wagging a little bit too much. Do you have an insight into sort of how that happened? Was there something in your life that drove you to do that? The only thing I can think of is that I was through as a player. up till, 87, I was a player. And
I don't know how you change the channel. That's volume. You hold the first one down, and the third one is up.
More time to think. The back picture of your book is you standing on first base after you finally broke Ty Cobb's record.
But I don't know how you change. I don't know how you change the channel, guys. It's got these presets.
On second down, this is LaFawn. He's only able to get a gain of a couple. Let's let mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vapor. Someone to be messed with. Can I put it that way? You don't mess with God.
It says FM, but I think it's AM.
This one is good.
Maybe not. Okay, guys, that's pretty cool. I was going to mess around with the USB, but I may do it off video and see what it does. He's got the little pins all pushed, all crammed down in there, so I doubt that's ever going to work again. But the radio works. That's crazy. I wouldn't have thought it would work.
24-14 is where we are.
But it does.
What are we looking at stat-wise here so far tonight?
Alright, guys. I hope you all are having a great Friday. I hope everybody is safe and well. You guys stay safe this weekend. Y'all have a great time. And enjoy yourself. And try not to worry about everything. And just make a weekend for yourself and your family. And just enjoy it, guys. Alright, guys. Until the next one, I will see you here at Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.